Assalaamu aleykum sisters, I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a highly anticipated review video on the Pearls of Taqwa Jilbab jacket that I purchased a couple of months ago. I got my jacket through the web store called House of Jilbab, and I made a separate video on that haul, and I will link it down to the description box below, so if you want to have a look on that, you can find it from there. First, I thought that we would go through some basics of this jacket. So this jacket is made from lightweight polar fleece material, and it was a lot lighter on my head than I thought that it would be, because I was a little bit concerned because it's supposed to keep me warm and still I should carry it on my head. So I was a little bit concerned if it weighs my head down too much, but alhamdulillah, that's not the case. It's really lightweight. You attach it, I can show you the logo first. So that's the brand Pearls of Taqwa. And they have an Instagram, and I believe they have probably a web store. Do they have a web store? I'm not sure if they have a web store, but at least Instagram, you can find them from there. So you attach it on your head with a rubber band. The rubber band was nice and tight when I first got it, but not too tight, so it would not squeeze my brains out. But it was really, really good and snuggly. But after a couple of months of using it, it has loosened up a little bit, but not too much. Like, I would say it's still really comfortable to wear. I think it's even more comfortable than when I got it, because it's a little bit softer, but it's not like floppy like too loose and such. So how do you put this on? So you just flap it around like so, and you just flip it like here and flip the rubber band behind your head, and just attaches right there and sits nicely. You can just decide how much of the forehead you want to cover, or where you want to position it on your head. And I think it's really nice and comfortable, and on my ears it doesn't press during the day as well. It closes all the way down with these really strong snap buttons, and they are like shiny black from the outside and really, really strong. Like, if you just snap them, it's really hard for the wind to snap them open, which is really good. That being said, I seem to have got a little bit like faulty item, I guess, because after 2 weeks of using it, the lowest snap button just snapped off. Is that a pun? Is that called a pun? But like, I guess that the cover snapped off, because this is the piece that should be on this side, and it just came through. So I guess the cover of it just snapped off, and then it just like broke. But that hasn't bothered me. Like, it would close all the way down, but that hasn't bothered me. I didn't do any reclamation for them, or I didn't try to fix it myself, but it has been working for me fine. And the other buttons have worked really well. Like, there's no worry of them snapping off on their own. So I guess I just got a faulty piece somehow, but it's been okay. I've been managing it. It's been fine for me. They make this jacket in two sizes 1 and 2, and the length for the number 1 is 123 centimeters, and for the number 2, 133 centimeters. So there's around like 10 centimeter difference. They recommend the size 1 for those who are less than 165 centimeters, and the number 2 for those who are 165 and above. I'm kind of in the middle of the sizes usually for being 166 centimeters, but I thought I would try the number 1, and it has been really good. It hasn't been really bad at all. Like, I could handle the size 2 as well, but this one has been convenient for me, and it has been working really fine for me. The armholes on this size or on my jacket seems to be a little bit higher than what I saw in the promo videos, because if you look at their promo videos, the armholes come really down, so they come kind of like they cover your wrists as well, even you're holding your arms straight. But for me, they kind of come in between the elbow and the shoulder, so it's like it's right here. For some people that can be an issue, but for me it has been working fine and I haven't been having any issues with that. But just maybe they are using just a smaller model, or the size of the jacket is a little bit bigger, so I'm not sure. Like for me, 166, I can really handle the size 1, but I could definitely handle the size 2 as well. So I guess it would be slightly too long for me, but it would at least cover and warm up a little bit more from the legs and stuff. Mostly I like to wear this jacket with the first button open, but when I close it, it protects against the wind really nicely, and it really feels like you're wearing a blanket, and it's so comfortable and nice. And the nice thing about the rubber band fastening is that you can open all the buttons and take your arms out, and it just hangs on your head elegantly and conveniently. Like, it's really handy in the stores, like, because you don't have to carry it on your arm all the time and have to worry about that. Or what you can do, you can slip your arms through the holes again and wear it like an open cape. And if you're wondering how it looks like with your arms inside, this is pretty much what it looks like. I like to do this when it's too cold to pop my arms out, or if I just want to feel a little bit more comfortable and snuggly and just be like compact. I just really love the flow and the simplicity of this jacket, and it's so versatile and really easy to use for anyone. When I was buying this jacket, I was worried that it might be too stiff to wear with the shoulder bag, because that's how I usually wear my bags. But alhamdulillah, that's not the case. It's really soft and flexible. Even it's a structured jacket, I can still pop a shoulder bag on it, and it still doesn't ruin the silhouette too much. And it's really easy. Like, it's not stiff to put the bag on it. If, however, I want to wear my bag under the jacket, I have two ways to access my bag. Number one is just to lift the edge of the jacket normally, like you would any time. Or what I like to do, especially if I'm sitting somewhere, is I just open a couple of the buttons from the front, and I have full access to whatever I need. My other concern was that, is it going to be warm enough for me? It was saying that it's warming and polar and fleecy material, but I'm kind of cold-blooded, so I was a little bit skeptical about that. But I have to say that I can handle with it when I have a long sleeve and my jilbab under it. I can just handle until like +7 just with the jacket on and long sleeve and the jilbab and things like that, just my regular clothes, whatever. But if the weather goes to like +5, a little bit less, I would put like a thick cardigan under it, and I can really handle with it a longer time. And of course, like, the boots would be a bigger boots for the winter. But if it goes to below 0, like below freezing temperatures, I personally cannot handle with the jacket, so I switched to another like a heavier winter jacket. But for those above 0 temperatures, +5, etc., I think it's really good and handy, because it's like really warming. And the good bonus thing is that you don't need to wear a separate hat for it, or a separate heavier scarf on it, because it just covers around your head, and it's kind of like a snuggly hat all in one, jacket and a hat all in one. The only thing I would change about this jacket would be to add pockets on the outside, because I'm a pocket person and I like to put my hands or some of my things in the winter time to my pockets. But this one doesn't have pockets, but I guess if they make an addition too, they could add a little bit pockets. And I saw on the House of Jilbab website, they had one review, and someone had commented on missing pockets. So please, Pearls of Taqwa, please make for your next jacket some pockets for us pocket people, so we can stick all our stuff in it. But other than that, I don't have any complaints about this jacket. I think it's so versatile. I think it's affordable. I think it's easy to use, and I think it's really meeting the demand of having easy jacket that covers your shape when you go outside, but it's easy to take off once you get to the stores or wherever you're going. I think it's just so handy, and also because it's versatile. You can wear it with your hands out, you can wear it with the hands in, or you can just leave it on your head when you're just out, or when you're just in the stores. You can just open the buttons, you don't feel so hot. So I think it's so easy to use and versatile, and it's really worth your money. If that's one jacket that you're going to buy this one, because it really makes it the difference. You don't have to feel so bad when you're going out with the shoulder jackets, or you don't have to put jackets under jilbabs or something like that, because there's already an answer out there. So there's a solution for you. And I'm definitely going to take this jacket to Egypt with me when we are going after 1 week, inshallah. It's going to be a little bit colder there as well, so I'm going to be taking the jacket with me. I'm just watching there's a snowflakes on the outside of my window, but anyways, I'm going to be taking the jacket with me to Egypt. So we'll see, you might see it in some of my vlog videos. I think that was it. I hope I covered everything that I wanted to say about this jacket. I highly recommend it for you. Also, if you have your own experiences from the jacket or with the jacket, do leave them to the comments box below so we can all hear about them. Maybe you felt about the jacket differently than I did. So it would be interesting to hear about those things. So without further ado, I hope this was informative enough for you to make the decision about this jacket. And I hope to see you soon in my next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.